Alrighty, everybody. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing good. Glad to have y'all here for an update here on the tropics. Things are starting to get pretty interesting out there. We're going to go ahead and bring up our radar here. So this is latest radar from Debby. We've had a couple occasional tornado warnings been kind of popping on and off here. As of right now, though, it's pretty calm regarding tornadic activity. There's not a whole lot going on. But we have had some spin ups. I mean, you can see that there is, a couple little couplets here and there. You can really see that guy right there that developed. But yeah, so we have a tornado threat that's ongoing. Storm Prediction Center, they actually upgraded the probability to a 5% chance for tornadoes across the peninsula today. So there's a good shot we could get a couple tornadoes inland. The good news is that the tornadoes are likely going to be weak. They're not expected to be like, anything EF2 plus or anything like that. No, they're likely going to be on the lower side of the scale, which is good. But we will be seeing a possibility for some tornadoes out of the storm here. We've already had a couple tornado warnings previously. So, like I said, yeah, we'll definitely need to be watching out for that. Now, anyways, the storm's actually doing pretty good. It's looking a lot better. Right now, the storm is pretty much due west of, just due west of Tampa here overall. And you can actually see here that we do have ourselves, some circulation going on. That's right where the central core of the storm is located. And it actually looks like it might even be moving a little bit more northwest. You guys see that? It almost looks like it's moving to the northwest a little bit. So it's very interesting. But yeah, we're definitely starting to get some of those outer bands impacting areas near Tampa. Have been reporting some pretty strong winds out there overall. But anyways, what's up, Rail fan? What's up, John? What's up, Christy? What's up, Andy? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. So in terms of the storm right now, Debby, a lot of things have changed. We're going to get into that here in a second, but let's go ahead and pull up our cone. So as of right now, the Hurricane Center, we have, we are expecting a hurricane at landfall. I knew that, but hurricane category 1 is expected at landfall here. We're going to see possibly some sustained winds near 85 miles an hour upon landfall. That's something that's a little bit concerning, something that we're going to need to look out for. We do got hurricane warnings in effect for the Big Bend of Florida there across the red area. The dark blue, this basically covers the Keys, as well as a lot of western coastal Florida. These are all tropical storm warnings out here. Hurricane watches, you can barely see them, but they're these little pink areas here where, obviously hurricane conditions are possible. And of course, across the red, that's where hurricane conditions are expected. We do have a little bit of a tropical storm watch out here. This is not going to be needed over here towards the central Keys because, well, the storm's already kind of pulling away from the Keys right now. So that's going to allow for the storm to, actually, the worst of the storm is already over with for those regions there. So that's, overall, that is what we're looking out there for. Anyways, so we got some new updates. The surges actually got a bit worse, a lot worse since yesterday. So in the last update, I think they were 4 to 7 foot. Now, according to the Hurricane Center, we are seeing these surges possibly 6 to 10 feet above sea level. So we are going to be seeing ourselves, like I said, some really big ponding of water. A lot of, that water moving inland. Not only are we going to get a lot of rain out of this, as we're getting ready to talk about, but we're also, like I said, we're getting a lot of coastal impacts. So all the way there from the Shawnee River towards, I have no idea how you say that. You guys can see that, however you say that. I'm not the best when it comes to names, when it comes to these states here. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, Shawnee River out there towards Akala River. I'm not too sure. But yeah, 6 to 10 foot out there. Yeah, a lot of the Big Bend's going to be seeing a pretty good amount, at very least, 3 to 5 foot for some of those outer portions of the Big Bend of Florida. But the main interior portion, about 6 to 10 foot of storm surge expected. Here's the latest map regarding rainfall, and dude, it's gotten catastrophic. Rain out there, especially towards South Carolina. There's a really big problem. According to the latest, we are seeing about 20 to 30 inches of rain expected for southern South Carolina and out there towards like Savannah, Georgia. So areas near like Savannah, Hilton Head Island, heavy rainfall amounts. Now for Florida itself, out there by the landfall point, the totals have increased to 12 to 16 inches, just shy of Tallahassee. Tallahassee's in the range of around 6 to 8. Still a really good amount of rain out there. As we work way down there towards like Orlando, 2 to 4 inches, Tampa Bay, 6 to 8 inches. So most of the rainfall is going to be up there towards northern Florida, southeastern Georgia, central and southern portions of South Carolina, also southern North Carolina towards Wilmington. Could be seeing about 8 to 12 inches of rainfall. So up to a foot of rain is possible in those regions there. So that's obviously a really big problem is rainfall, and whenever it comes to the storm's future, we're going to have an issue. The storm's basically going to be working its way towards the Big Bend of Florida. And then as it continues moving to the northeast, it's going to slow down. And that's going to allow for it to, basically accumulate and pond a lot of water for the areas out here by the Carolinas, as well as Georgia. And then, of course, models have this thing going inland. There's some pretty interesting model takes. We're going to get to those in a moment, like the spaghetti models and such. But definitely is pretty interesting how it is. We got a high risk for flash flooding actually here for today. We just got a tornado warning, y'all. New tornado warning was just issued for. It's in my vicinity. Hold on. Let's see where this is at. Yeah, there's a brand new tornado warning that just popped up here. It's near Tampa. Not for Tampa, I don't think, but I think it's near Tampa. Let me pull up our radar here. Oh, holy cow! There it is, right there. Oh yeah, look at that, y'all. We're starting to get some couplets forming here. So this is a tornado warning out there popping up near, let's see, Arcadia area. We'll see whenever that polygon gets put in place. But wow, yeah, that is a tight couplet right there. Let me check correlation coefficient. I don't see any debris. No signs of debris right now. Yep, there it is. There we go. Nacady, as well as Arcadia, as well as Limestone. That is where we do have ourselves a tornado warning in place. Yeah, you can really see that tight couplet that's out there. That is very, very strong rotation going on. We have another tornado warning to the south, southwest Florida towards the Everglades, east of Naples, out there by Orange Tree. So make sure you guys are in your shelter there. Like I said, today's tornado threat, they actually upgraded the probability to a 5% chance. Let's go ahead and bring up SPC here real quickly. They actually brought up it to a 5% chance overall. This is tomorrow's, this is today's. Yeah, you can see that a lot of the peninsula is in the 5% tornado risk, including me, actually. A lot of Florida is, even the Keys. We still got that 2% tornado risk out there for Miami. Areas out there by Orlando's barely making it in the 5%. Tampa, obviously, in the 5% there. Jacksonville, Florida, in the 5% risk overall. So that's... Wait, I think they have an error. Yeah, they have an error. Look at that. They included Boston, Massachusetts. Boston's not even near the threat. Okay. Well, that's a really bad error. Okay. Christy says, I'm confused. Are we live? Yes, we're live. That is, wow. Interesting. Yeah, they definitely messed that up there. Boston, Massachusetts. Okay. Yeah, Boston's fine. There's no tornado threat up in Boston. We do get a marginal though out there in Boston, but no 5% tornado threat. It's a little bit of an error there from the SPC. But yeah, so like I said, high risk of flooding out there towards coastal South Carolina, out there by Savannah, Georgia included as well. At least a 70% chance of flooding. So basically, say if you live out there, there's a 70% chance of flooding within 25 miles of your area. So within a radius around 25 miles around you, there is at least a 70% chance for flooding. And of course, across the red here, including northern Florida, Tallahassee's right on the edge of it. Actually, that's more towards the slight, but it's near the moderate. Jacksonville's in it. Some of northern Tampa is. Obviously, we have ourselves the moderate risk out there for flooding, at least a 40% chance overall. Like I said, the yellow here, including Tallahassee, Raleigh, Wilmington, we are in the slight risk, at least 15% chance overall. So yeah, flooding is definitely going to be an issue. Once again, surges, guys. I didn't really talk about it, but they did add a surge forecast here for coastal Georgia, coastal South Carolina. We are expecting around 2 to 4 foot of storm surge along out there by the coast of Georgia, And like I said, coastal South Carolina for at least the central and southern side, from the Santee River going all the way down there towards St. Mary's River in Georgia. So it's a pretty decent area there. But yeah, 2 to 4 foot of storm surge basically. We are seeing 2 to 4 foot of water going inland overall. As it says, storm surge as in flooding. Well, storm surge will cause flooding. If you don't know what storm surge is, it's basically whenever the winds push a lot of that water inland, which is what's going to be happening here at the landfall point. We're expecting around 6 to 10 foot of water to be above sea level. So where the water's typically at, it's going to be about 10 feet above, which is going to be a huge problem for people on the coast. I'd say massive, massive problem for people who live on the coast, people, businesses, their houses, whoever lives out here. It's a really, really, really big problem. Here's the latest regarding the storm. So unfortunately, like I said, we are actually seeing ourselves here, quite an upgrade since yesterday's outlook. Obviously, right now the storm is a tropical storm. Central core is, it's actually over here. It's weird. It's really doing some interesting things. It looks like it's traveling more northwest here. As you can actually see, it looks like it's taking a really interesting turn here. But yeah, as we approach away this afternoon, we're going to be near hurricane strength by this afternoon. So we're likely going to be a Category 1 today. I would definitely say here by later on this evening, we're likely going to be a Category 1 later on this evening. And of course, here as we approach for basically tomorrow morning, being Monday morning here, we're going to be seeing the storm here sustained at 85 miles an hour with gusts up to 105. Now, I ain't going to lie with y'all. I wouldn't rule out a Category 2 landfall. I know that's some big wording there, but, just considering, the environment it's in, I knew that this would happen. I knew that the models wouldn't really keep up very well with how much this thing's going to intensify. Yeah, overall, this thing is just picking up a lot of heat. There's a lot of really warm water out here. Like, we're talking 90 degrees Fahrenheit, right around that. 87 to 90 degree Fahrenheit waters out there. And there's no wind shear that's really affecting this storm, and there's a good adequate amount of moisture. So basically, all three things are checked off for rapid intensification to likely occur, in which that is indeed what we are actually seeing here. With this storm overall. So we are seeing this thing rapidly intensify. And like I said, right now, this thing is currently 60 mile an hour sustained as of 8 a.m. Regarding the update here overall. We're going to go ahead and bring up satellite views. So yeah, this is the model. Actually, this is the HRRR here showing those lower level winds increasing towards Tampa Bay, increasing tornado probability out here. Whenever it comes to the amount of moisture, you can see that we have this dry air mass over southern Alabama here. You can see that that's going to be actually steering this storm. If this wasn't here, this storm would just probably continue going north. But since we have this little frontal boundary coming through where we have some dry air building in from the backside, this is actually pushing, or it's going to start pushing the storm a little bit more to the northeast, which will steer it into the Big Bend of Florida here. Obviously, infrared view looking a lot better. There's a lot more organized thunderstorm activity in the storm, as you can tell. Obviously, no eye yet. It's still a tropical storm. And like I said, by later tonight, though, I think it could become a Category 1. By tomorrow morning, I wouldn't be surprised, y'all, if it was upper Cat 1, maybe lower Cat 2. Honestly, I really wouldn't rule that out. As of now, the Hurricane Center does not have that in the forecast, but, just given the way things are going with the storm, models have been trending upwards. It really does seem like we're in a pretty good, possibility for rapid intensification overall. So, like I said, there's your visible satellite there. We got some surface observations out here as well. We've been reporting a lot of strong winds, especially out there by like Tampa. We've actually been reporting some winds near the 40s and 50 mile per hour wind mark. I think we actually reported a 52 mile per hour wind gusts earlier in Tampa, not terribly too long ago. But yeah, that was definitely starting to gust pretty good out there. And you can see the core of the storm's like right in here, just slightly still south of Tampa, but it's going to start pulling up pretty much parallel to Tampa here pretty soon overall. All right, we're going to hop back to radar here. We got some tornado warnings in place. We got some pretty strong rotation out there by, out there by Nocady, as well as Arcadia. We are seeing a tornado warning in effect here. Yeah, we got some of these outer bands, these little storms starting to go tornadic here. You can see that we have two tornado warnings that just popped up here, really at the same time. The other one out there is going to be out there more towards the Everglades here. This is out there by just east of Naples. Fort Orange Tree is where this one is located. And we're going to have to probably switch to a different radar here. Let's go ahead and pull up. Good thing I already had a southern radar up here. Let's go ahead and pull that up here. This is, actually, let's pull up Miami radar here. We're going to get KMX involved in this. And we'll see what this radar is showing here. It's pretty contaminated. Okay. Anyways, well, yeah, there is a bit of rotation out there. Obviously, as of right now, it's a radar indicated threat. Basically saying that radar is picking up some rotation in the storm. Watch out for a tornado. Make sure you're in your shelter. But yeah, overall, the tornado probability, tornado threat is increasing across Florida due to cyclone-induced tornadic activity overall. Anyways, let's see here. Good morning, Cat Loaf. Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. What's up, Jess? Saying Andrew. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. You too, man. Hope you're doing good, Jess. By the way, I say man to everybody. So I've had people say, like, why do you call me that? I just say man. Like, good to see you, man. To anybody. So just not trying to confuse you there. You can see the south here. I wouldn't be surprised if we start picking up some more tornado warnings here. East of Cleveland, Florida. It looks like we're starting to get actually two potentially other couplets here. You can see that there's another area of rotation right in here. That is directly east of Cleveland. So this is Cleveland, Florida. This is Harbor Heights. East of there, pretty rural areas for the most part. But we are starting to get a little bit of rotation popping up out there. Would not be surprised if that pulls another tornado warning. Actually, out there by Arcadia, we are seeing, let's see here, no confirmed debris on that, but we do got some tight rotation going on here. Would not be surprised. So obviously in Arcadia, make sure you guys are inside of, is it Arcata? I think it is Arcata. So out there in Arcata, make sure you guys are obviously in your shelters. Nacady, I think it is, as well. Also Limestone, this is getting in your area. What's up, Tori? Good morning to you. What's up, Janice? Hi from New Hampshire. What's up from Florida? I'm here in Polk County. It's actually pretty quiet here. Really not a whole lot going on. This is my weather station. And as of the latest, our winds are increasing. This is my station, and we're at about like 8-mile-an-hour winds. Not anything big, honestly. Just you know, normal winds. It's just a little breezy out right now, but nothing big. Pressure over here is actually kind of steady. Whenever the sun went up, the pressure went up a little bit. But anyways, yeah, and of course temperatures are increasing, everything like that. But yeah, the winds aren't too bad here where I'm at overall, so that's good news. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue for me. You know, the storm's going to be relatively further away to my west. Let's see here. Bracing for impacts here in Wilmington. What's up, Tabletop? So yeah, out there in Wilmington, things have actually gotten a little better since the previous forecast. When it comes to it, yeah, the storm's going to be most likely making landfall south of you. The thing is here, let's go ahead and hop over to models. We haven't looked at the models yet, so let's go ahead and take a look at those. But GFS, let's pull up a southeastern view here. The American GFS has this thing obviously making landfall there towards the Big Bend of Florida. 980 millibar range. That's pretty low pressure. That's definitely hurricane strength. Then, of course, has, yeah, so... yeah, so I was looking at this model this morning. So GFS is taking a really wild approach. So... as you can see, the storm hits landfall, right? It makes landfall here. This is going to be for tomorrow morning, right? And of course, storm continues moving inland over Georgia. Briefly comes back out to the water here. Maybe picks up a little bit of strength. And then it goes west. That's not all. Then it dives south. And then it's like, all right, let's do it again. It literally hits the same area again. And then it goes up. And then it heads off. Like, honestly, that is a really wild trajectory from the GFS. Like I said, that's a little odd. I don't think that that's going to be the case. Obviously, I think that's just one of those fluke model runs. But yeah, regardless, though, we are expecting the landfall here. Let's see here. Kala, yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube Shorts right now, but I'm on our main page. Let's see here. But yeah, anyway, so that's just definitely an interesting take. Literally 360s. It does it again. I mean, like, That was fun. Let's do it again. Anyways, yeah, let's move on to a different model though. That's the GFS. We're gonna hop over to ECMWF here. This is Euro. 06 Zulu came out, so this is a new run. Euro, takes a little bit more of an easterly trajectory or eastern landfall, comparing to the GFS, the American model. This one has it going through South Georgia here, obviously approaching our way into the 6th for the early 6th here. This one is pretty interesting. Yeah, this one has it going back out into the water here and then maybe picking up some heat before getting closer to southern North Carolina there. So that's the newest, literally brand new model run that just came through here. Looks like we're getting ready to get a new advisory on Debby. So we're getting ready to get some new information. I guarantee you it's probably a 65 mile per hour winds now. Well, that's my guess. We'll see. Anyways, but yeah, she's picking up quick. CMC model, here's another weather model. Then we'll dive into the hurricane models here in a moment. This one, CMC, shows kind of a weak landfall. This one's already kind of an outcast because it shows the pressure at 999. I believe the pressure is fairly low right now. Tropical Depression 5E, Advisory 1. That's okay. Interesting. I think that's in the EPAC, though. Yeah, so according to CMC, though, this thing goes inland. Then it kind of stalls. Yeah, so that's going to be the main problem for you guys. Regardless of how strong it is, it's going to stall. More than likely, the storm's just going to sit over there in the southeast for a couple days, which that's just going to allow for, a lot of rainfall to pile up. And like I was mentioning here, the Weather Prediction Center, they actually put out 20 to 30 inches of rain expected in South Carolina, also including Savannah, Georgia. That is a possibility overall, so that's kind of an issue. The CMC model has it, kind of just fading out over the southeast here for the most part. Then, if you look closely, there's another system that we'll need to watch out for. But right now, all eyes are on Debby. Yeah, there is another disturbance. Let's go ahead and talk about that real quickly. Let me go ahead and pull up our main Hurricane Center page here. So, as of right now, like I said, we have another disturbance we're watching here. Let's see here. New disturbance just formed over the open Eastern Pacific. Disturbance 1 here. We have a 20% chance of development in the next 7 days. So throughout the next week, we have a 20% chance here of development. Throughout the next 48 hours or the next 2 days, we have a 10% chance. So it's definitely unlikely to form anytime soon. Storm is located just east of the Antilles here. And is expected to continue moving westward overall, just westward into the Caribbean further down in time. Well, that'll be another system we'll need to keep an eye out there for once Debby is over with. But we still got a lot of life in Debby because Debby's going to either, just kind of go into southeast and die out, or it's going to, in the Atlantic coast for a short period of time before hitting the Carolina or the Georgia coast here yet again. So that's what we need to really look out there for overall. Now, with the latest update, let's see here. 1,001 millibars. This was the update from a little bit ago. This is 8 a.m. this morning. So yeah, we're bound to get a new update. So this is getting ready to change. But yeah, whenever it comes to it, we are seeing 1,001 millibars, sustained winds of 60. So we're actually around mid-tropical storm force right now. She's a medium size or medium strength tropical storm right now. So she's pretty strong. Sustained at 60, obviously higher gusts is expected. If I'm reading it right, Marion County is only going to get the edge of it. You're not having to evacuate. See, it really messes with the cat, Yeah, for sure. Thanks for doing such a great job keeping us updated. You're very welcome, my friend. No problem. No problem at all. Like I mentioned here, the areas that we're going to see landfall at, this is going to be, here, let's go ahead and turn on our town names here so you can kind of see roughly where we're going to be getting this landfall. It's going to be out there towards Perry, Perry, Florida. This is out there in the Big Bend, Florida. All the way there from Apalachicola, also included in the hurricane warnings, as well as the the Polygon, or sorry, not Polygon, the cone of uncertainty. Obviously, we do have ourselves, the edge So it's still possible that the core of the storm could go a little closer. And honestly, the way that the radar is showing it, you can see that main circulation, right? It seems like it's going northwest. Y'all see that? I mean, if you look at it, it looks like the storm is tracking northwest here, which is interesting. And honestly, that might put it a little further west. I mean, we'll have to see how things go. Like I was mentioning overall, what's going on right now is we do have ourselves a little bit of a front that's rolling through. So basically, we have this dry air mass up here, which I'll go ahead and bring up satellite view, so it'll be a little easier to see. Matter of fact, I'll just bring it up on my other program here. But yeah, so you can really see there's that dry air mass over South Alabama. And you can see that there's all this moisture in here. This is showing a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. This is showing none, or little, I should say. And so obviously this is kind of acting as a little bit of a push to the storm. This is going to be moving its way here to the east, in which this is going to allow for the storm to kind of be pushed into the Big Bend of Florida here. So that's where the landfall is going to be. It's going to be somewhere in here. But yeah, I want to go ahead and show that up there for you guys overall. Let's go ahead and move on back here to the main view, though. But yeah, so like I said, it's definitely a little bit off here. You can see it's moving back in the cone now. And like I said, overall, that is kind of what we're seeing here for that. Let me go and check on my weather station here. Looks like we are. Yeah, winds ain't too bad over here. This is my personal weather station. My net here. This is showing around like 7 miles an hour or so. Chrissy says, I don't know why. I didn't know if you're live for some reason. It didn't show live. Interesting. Signal in and out as well. Gotcha. Yeah, it could be a local thing, Christy. I don't know if anybody else, I've had nobody else complain about it, so it might just be your end. I know you're having an issue the other day, so it could just be on your end. Anyways, let's take a look at the current radar view. So here's radar. Right now we've got a couple of tornado warnings. We have one out there by Arcata, I think it is. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, we got some pretty tight rotation out there, and according to the latest debris tracker correlation coefficient, we are not seeing any debris. As of right now, there is no confirmation that this thing's on the ground, but I want you to know these things develop quick, and they can be relatively quickly to develop, quickly to leave, and the good news is that they're expected to be on the lower scale of the lower EF scale. So basically, we're not expecting any violent tornadoes. Atmosphere doesn't really support violent tornadoes, just maybe some weaker tornadoes, but still could be problematic. Obviously, if there's a tornado warning, you want to be in your shelter out there. And like I said, there's certainly a good amount of rotation going on here. Also to the south, this one's probably going to get tornado warned soon. I'm surprised they haven't already put a warning out on it. To be honest with you, I mean she's rotating pretty good. You can tell. And also to the south, there's another little area here we need to keep an eye on. But yeah, this one honestly needs to be warned soon. I don't know what they're doing there. You can definitely see that there is some pretty good rotation overall. Let's see here. I'm late. Is there a tornado warning in Charlotte County, Florida? Well, there's a tornado warning out here for Arcata, Nocady, as well as Limestone. You guys need to be in your shelter. Also, we have one east of Naples for Orange Tree. So if you're in any of those areas, yeah, you need to be in your shelter, as we do have tornado warnings out there overall. Yeah, and you can really see that there's a big band here that's starting to scrape up against Florida's coast now. Obviously, we got some of these more discrete storms from the far outer bands, starting to go out there actually just south of me. This is my county. I'm here in Lakeland, y'all. This is where I'm at. And actually, this thing is literally coming up on me. These little bands here are getting closer to my area, so that's going to be something I need to watch out for. But anyways, but yeah, to the west here we have this other kind of more outer inner band, I guess. it's still an outer band, but it's one of the inner ones, if that makes sense. Y'all get it. So there's the core. That's the center of the storm right there. This is kind of maybe our middle bands, but yeah, we do have ourselves a big band getting ready to, or actually starting to slam across Florida's coast here. So that's obviously, starting to cause probably some problems, and some strong winds are probably starting to pick up out there overall. We do got a little bit of storm activity out there north of Fort Lauderdale. towards Port St. Lucie. These guys ain't much of an issue right now overall. But yeah, when it comes to it, that's what the current radar view looks like. Let's go and hop on back over here to the forecast. We're going to talk about rainfall, guys. Once again, rainfall is going to be one of the biggest issues with this storm overall. So this is the latest Weather Prediction Center outlook. This is honestly very concerning. Because if you look at it, the map here for Savannah, this includes like Hilton Head Island, which is in South Carolina. I know that place by heart because I've been there so many times. But yeah, so South Carolina, southern tip of South Carolina, including Savannah there. We got ourselves an expected 20 to 30 inches of rainfall out there, which is absolutely nasty. Charleston, 16 to 20 inches expected. Then we hop down to Florida here, areas by Miami, right around 1 to 2 inches of rain's possible, just a couple inches, nothing too crazy. Orlando, nothing super significant, but yeah, 2 to 4 inches. Once we get there towards the central western portions of Florida, the totals start to increase. Tampa Bay is in the range of around 6 to 8 inches overall. And of course, as we work way out more to the north, Jacksonville is right around 8 to 12 inches of rainfall. And then, of course, Tallahassee's right around the same as well. Tallahassee's 6 to 8, while Jacksonville is 8 to 12. Then, of course, we have areas east of that, which we have, the areas here in the Big Bend of Florida, that little red area there, where we are expecting, 12 to 16 inches of rainfall out there. So, like I said, yeah, rain is going to be a big problem for the Southeast here in general. Not just Florida, not just South Carolina, not just Georgia, but also, literally between Florida, Georgia, North and South Carolina, there's going to be a lot of rain. And the main rain threat is going to be out there in these areas here. Like I said, we do have ourselves a high risk for flooding, which is a maximum threat that can be issued for flooding. And of course, they included Savannah and Charleston, South Carolina. That's where the heaviest of the rainfall is expected. So big issue out there for you guys. So make sure, if you're in a flood-prone area, honestly, like I said, I would honestly try to find higher ground before the storm gets to you. If you can, I would, yeah. If you're in a low-lying area out here along South Carolina's coast, obviously, I would highly advise that you go find somewhere else to be. That's maybe on more of a hill. That's not going to be good. Let's see here. Tabletop says I'm worried for Wilmington River. It's been running high. We were on a drought. Too much rain last week or so. Man, oh man. Yeah. For you, I mean, you're right there in right around the slight risk, near the moderate risk for flooding. Which that'll put you right around 8 to 12 inches. Yeah, Wilmington's right around 8 to 12 inches of rain out there. So yeah, you're going to get a good amount, up to a foot possible. That's certainly something you don't want to mess around with. That is a lot of rain overall. Then of course, if we take a look out there towards, let's see here, we're going to go ahead and bring up our surges wherever I can find them. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so surge probability, like I said, is increased as well. You can see that overall, we are expecting around 6 to 10 foot of storm surge out there, all the way from the Aquila River, I'm not too sure, to the Shawnee River, basically. So yeah, we are expecting 6 to 10 foot of storm surge between Shawnee and Yankeetown, right around 4 to 7. And of course, out there from, however you say that, all the way towards Indian Patch, you guys can see it out there. How do you pronounce that? Oklahoma? I gave it a go. All the way from there, right around 3 to 5 foot of storm surge. So still pretty good amount of storm surges expected out there. And of course, we got ourselves, down there by the Everglades, just off the coast of Southwest Florida, 1 to 3 foot. Dry Tortugas, 1 to 2 foot out there. Tampa Bay, 2 to 4, definitely a little bit. Like I said, yeah, that's kind of where the storm surge is sitting. And of course, we do actually have an area up here too, by the South Carolina coast, all the way from South Santee River, all the way down through Georgia's coast, out there by the mouth of the St. Mary's River. We are expecting 2 to 4 foot. Laconie, okay. Appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, so 2 to 4 foot of storm surge out there. The storm's obviously, the cyclone's going to weaken by the time it gets here quite a bit because it's going to have that land interaction. But once it pulls back over to you guys, it's still going to have, somewhat of a developed central low, which should allow for the storm to still produce some surges out there. So 2 to 4 foot as of now for coastal Georgia, in the middle and southern coastal areas here of South Carolina. Is expected overall. We just got a new tornado warning. We're going to hop over here to radar again temporarily. Let's see here. We got ourselves, let's see here. We're going to go and pause on this latest frame here. Let's go and bring that up. Yep, so we got a tornado warning. This is out there for Arcata, including Nocady and Limestone, also now including Ona, which is west of Zolfo Springs. This is kind of a nasty storm here that's going on in here. If I bring up velocity, yeah, you can see there's definitely some type rotation out there by Arcata. North of Arcata, we have some out there. Also another monster to the south too, southeast of Fort Ogden. You can actually see there's another area here that I'm watching. Looks like a little bit of rotation out there as well, and maybe even another little couplet just south of that. So it's like a train of rotation. I'm surprised they honestly haven't put a warning on that one as well. But yeah, we'll definitely see if they end up doing that or not. There's also some more rotation you can actually see out there by Lehigh Acres, right there near Fort Myers, just east of Fort Myers. But yeah, you can see there's a little bit of an area right here, a little bit of rotation likely going on there as well. But yeah, so we'll definitely need to watch those little areas there. Those are the regions that, we could have some brief tornadoes and all that. But here's radar view. Overall, like I said, there's your central circulation just well off the coast of Tampa overall. Oh, I just got an alert. Hold on. Yeah, I just got the tornado warning. Yeah, that's south of me. Yeah, I'm in Polk County. This tornado warning is literally just to my south. One county to my south. Okay, so I'm going to need to watch this myself. Yeah, I'm in Lakeland, Florida here. The storm's to my south here. And, yeah, these bands, they are starting to push more inland here. So here, eventually, I'll probably get some of those. Yeah, so that's one of my things I need to watch out for here in Central Florida. Not only is a lot of rain, but also, possibly some tornadic activity too. That's a little bit of a concern. Anyways, yeah, let's hop to models. We're gonna hop over to hurricane models now. We were looking at we were looking at non-hurricane models beforehand. So here's HWRF. This is known to be a pretty well hurricane model here. Whenever it comes to it, this one shows landfall here, right around 980 millibars. This actually agrees with the American GFS overall, showing the landfall point being right there towards the Big Bend. Let's see here. Infrared, yeah, pretty well. Doesn't really show an eye according to this model, but still a pretty strong storm overall. Future infrared, you can see once it makes that land interaction, a lot of convection dies out there. But yeah, absolutely. So still quite a beast of a storm. I mean, you can see it's still, kicking up some convection, even through like Central Florida and all that stuff. But yeah, so that's kind of a little bit of a thing we need to keep an eye out there for. Once again, moisture in the storm is not an issue. Christy coming with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Christy, saying thanks for going live during the storm. No problem. Guess I was wrong. The storms got stronger. Stay safe, y'all. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. Thanks for the 5. That's very, very sweet of you. That is much appreciated. Definitely goes a long way with helping us out a bunch. So thank you so much, Christy. That's very, very sweet of you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, you can really see that those wind impacts are going to really start to affect pretty much. Well, they're already starting to rub against the coast now towards like Tampa Bay, but the main areas here towards the Big Bend is going to really feel it this evening. I'm probably going to go live this evening for you guys. I'm going to try to get some more rest before I do though, because I've been up early tracking this thing. Definitely going to need it. But yeah, it obviously, the coastal areas are going to get slammed. And that's what I'm worried about here. And that's where a lot of your surge comes from, guys. Is so you have your low pressure system here. This is where you're the core of the storm, and then you get all these really strong winds counterclockwise, right? So those winds are pushing directly at the coast, and that's allowing for all the water to actually push inland. And that's why we're seeing up to 10 foot of storm surge out there in these areas here. So that's why is because those winds are going to be aimed right at the coast. I mean, hurricane force winds pushing inland. That's just going to allow for the storm to pile up a bunch of water on the coast. Not to mention all the rain that we're going to be getting out of this thing as well is ridiculous. Out there towards the region here, I think we were talking like up to 20 inches. Let's see here. Sorry, 16 inches. Up to 16 inches out there where the landfall point's going to be. So not only are we seeing over a foot of rain, but we're also seeing, up to 10 foot of surge. So yeah, 6 to 10 foot of surge out there at the landfall point. That's going to be catastrophic for those areas there. Because one, you're getting a lot of water from the ocean, and two, you're getting a lot of water from the atmosphere. So it's just going to be a big mess overall for you guys. And, that's what I'm saying. You really can't judge a book by its cover. A lot of people are like, oh, it's only a category 1. It can't be too bad, right? No, all storms are different, and some storms produce more rain than others, and this just so happens to be one of those storms that produces a lot of rain, and which is going to be a huge issue. Tornado watch. Tornado watch. I think my radio is about to go off here. Yeah, we just got a tornado watch here. I don't hear it on my radio yet. And my radio's in the other room. I'll hear it probably scream at me if it... I don't hear it yet. Anyways. But yeah, no, a tornado watch just got issued here overall. Big Bend floods like crazy. Yeah. I mean, also being a little bay here, it makes it a little bit of an issue. Because it just kind of holds all that water per se, and obviously the winds are going to be pushing that up against the coast there, and it's just going to go inland. And for those coastal areas, that's just going to be a big problem. All right, let's hop over to another model. We have HMON. This is another weather model here next. Here we go. Hurricane Debby, Advisory 9 just issued. I'll be chasing the news. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. I won't be live at that time. I'll probably be live this afternoon. We'll probably go live right around like 6 o'clock or so. So, hope you're still chasing it. Which, no, you probably will be. Anyways, yeah, so here's HMON. This one, really kind of agrees with HWRF and GFS. It seems like we're on a common ground here. Pressure lower 980s, which is a fairly strong cyclone, of course. Whenever it comes to it, let's see that yet. This one has those strongest winds. Maybe pushed a little bit more east over here, which, that's where that overall the region is. Yeah, these areas here need to really be watching out for the storm, of course, right there in that the Big Bend there. But yeah, I mean, like I said though, that's just going to be piling up a lot of water out there, which is just going to allow for tons and tons. Oh, yep, I just got a tornado watch. Let me pull up SPC. Also, we'll pull up NHC here too. Here, let's look at the latest Hurricane Center advisory here. Yep, look at that. I was right. 65. Whoa, that pressure dropped quick, dude. We're at 992 millibars. Dude, what? No way. So the storm beforehand, right? The storm beforehand was, I think, 1,001? 1,001 millibars? And now we're at 992? That's almost a 10 millibar drop there. That is a huge drop in pressure. That's showing some rapid strengthening here. Oh, looks like tropical storm force wind probabilities have increased for my area too. Interesting. Yeah, those are starting to go a little more inland to the east. You see that? Yeah, I mean, the storm's huge. It's a big storm, and so it's not surprising that, maybe some of these inner areas could eventually see some of that strong wind activity too. But obviously the heaviest is going to be up here. But yeah, that's wow. It's crazy. What's up, pilot? Hope you're doing good. Anything coming for me in New Zealand? So we really don't cover New Zealand. Our weather programs don't really cover those areas. But you're not affected by the storm, I can tell you that. What's up, DJW? Hope you're doing good. South of Tallahassee. Yeah, you should see. So Tallahassee, obviously, yeah, we need to be watching out there for Tallahassee, just in general. Yeah, there's your new update there. Yeah, you're still in the cone, even with the latest polygon. So, I keep on saying polygon. Sorry, the latest cone. So, yeah, you obviously need to keep an eye out there for it. I mean, I think you do. Yeah, you're in tropical storm warnings there overall. So, yeah, you're definitely going to feel it, too. But, luckily Tallahassee's not on the coast here, so that's good. Let's see here. Kyle says, stay safe, Andrew. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. Like I said, I just got a tornado watch. I'm out here in Lakeland, which is West Polk County. Yeah, so it's going to get a little interesting, I think. But we've had on and off tornado warnings here. Yeah, we're probably going to get some of those bands later on. Let's see here. I'm doing all right. How about you? I just got back from my trip to Cedar Point. Nice. I'm good. Like I said, everything's okay here as of right now. Let me pull up my weather station here. See where the winds are at right now. Yeah, see, look, our winds are low. We're not even really windy right now. I mean, we've had some gusts. We've been getting up to like 7.5 mile an hour winds, which isn't really anything too crazy. Oh, look at that. There's a little bit of a dip in pressure there. Went up a little bit. Interesting. But yeah, other than that, it's smooth sailing right now. And like I said, it helps that I'm inland too, because, well, obviously I'm not at the coast, so that's good news. T-Stars, good morning. Andrew just woke up and joined, and you fingers crossed Polk County will be all right. Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll be fine. Like I said, we got to watch out for a couple tornadoes across Polk County today. We have a 5% chance for tornadoes. I guess I'll go ahead and bring that up for you guys. We'll keep it on this program, I guess. Let me go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff here. And then after that, we'll look at... Oh, they just continued the tornado warning. Okay. And then we'll look at the advisory and stuff like that. Okay. We'll look at the advisory again here in a minute, y'all. But yeah, let's go ahead and turn off some of those watches and warnings real quickly, just to clear the map up a little bit. Let's go get rid of the cone here. Just make things look a little better. All right, here we go. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, you can really see that those some of those bands are starting to come inland. All right, let's look at the tornado probabilities here. We're going to go ahead and bring up our day one tornado prob. So they actually added a 5% chance. Oh, did they update it? I think they might have updated it. Yeah, look at this. This goes all the way up towards Jacksonville. Actually, I need those towns here. There we go. Yeah, so Jacksonville's getting in the 5% tornado threat today. Perry, obviously, point of landfall. Tampa, Lakeland, where I'm at, Orlando, all the way down to Naples is in the 5% chance for tornadoes out there. Of course, we have the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, 2% chance, pretty low odds. But yeah. And like I said, we got a tornado watch that just got issued here. I'll go ahead and bring that up for you guys. You can see that. Let's see here. Storm based. This will be tornado watch. And we'll go ahead and make this red. How about that? There you go. Oh yeah, that covers a lot of the peninsula. It even covers a couple counties out here in South Georgia. You can see out there by Valdosta, I think it is, Valdosta, Thomasville. Yeah, obviously it covers Orlando, covers Tampa. This includes Naples. What's up, Florida weather? Saying hi, Andrew. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Have I got any tornado warnings yet? We've had a couple, not where I'm at. Right now, we actually have one in effect here. This one's out there by Arcata. This is north of Arcata. Now for Limestone and Ona, we got a tornado warning in effect. She's she's been rotating for a while actually. Look at that. Look at that little couplet. She's been rotating for a little bit. There's also another couplet to the south. This guy right here, mostly rural areas, but I wouldn't be surprised if they actually pull a warning on that soon. They need to, honestly. I mean, rotation's pretty tight over here too. So I don't know why they're not doing a warning there. Anyways, no way, dude. They just launched a rocket from Florida. I can't. I would go outside and look and show you guys, but it's cloud. It's overcast, so we won't be able to see it. Yeah, they literally just launched a rocket from Cape. I tell you what, Floridians, we are some special type of people. Let's see. Tornado warning continues for Ona and Limestone. How did they launch a rocket right now? They launched it out of the Cape Canaveral, which is right here. Yeah, they literally just launched a rocket in the middle of a tropical storm. It's honestly kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, those upper level winds are going to be a little strong, but they gave it a 35% chance of launch. Let's see. Yeah, Florida is definitely an interesting place. Just leave it at that. I love it, though. Florida's amazing. Oh, got a new tornado warning. Is that for the south? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got a new tornado warning that just got issued here. Watch it be that south one I called out like 10 minutes ago or more. I mean, that thing's been rotating for a while. They issued a new one. They need one right here. Also, a little bit of upper level rotation out here by Lehigh Acres. But yeah, that's probably where we got that warning. Right in here. See, y'all gonna get some good waves on landfall. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, we're talking 6 to 10 foot of storm surge, which is gonna be ridiculous. Luckily, I don't got to deal with that because I'm central. What? Excuse me? Why are they warning? Dude, there's no rotation in that polygon. Unless my radar's broke. Wait, hold on a minute. Why is my radar's out of date? Yeah, this radar's out of date here. Last scan was at 14:30 UTC. And it's, hold on. Yeah, my radar's like a half hour old. What? Let's hop over here for a minute. This one was at 11:03. Okay, this one's updated here. Yeah, so there's that northwest of Arcata. Here, I'll go ahead and turn on a tornado warning here so we can see that. Let's see here. Yeah, there you go. There's your tornado warnings. Yeah, there it is. So we got rotation out here. We got some north here of Arcata. Let's see here. I'm subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. What time should Tampa Bay / Pinellas be in the clear? So obviously we're going to still feel the effects overnight. But the worst of it here, we'll go ahead and bring up our models here. Tropical, we'll do HWRF here. 4. This is a little old. Yeah, this is, okay, we'll bring it up on this side then. Yeah, some of this equipment is having a hard time updating for some reason. I don't know if there's an outage or whatever. Anyways, so bring up radar. Matter of fact, let's bring up HRRR. See how this model handles this. So obviously we got some bands coming through. Oh, that's a new run. Let's go 13 Zulu. Got some bands that'll be rolling through Tampa area. Yeah, honestly, it's gonna be. We're still gonna have to be watching this overnight. So all throughout today and into tomorrow morning is when we need to watch out. It should be better by tomorrow. late tomorrow morning should be better. Let's see. Lee says you do a good job on the weather. Thank you. I appreciate it. Justin says new NHC update. Yeah, we looked at that here a few minutes ago when it came out. 992 millibars. Yeah, big drop in pressure. That's very concerning. Let's look at the hurricane hunters, see what they're doing. Got a couple missions right now going on. Here, zoom out. Let's see. Yeah, so they got 1,002. Interesting. Yeah, they've been studying this thing pretty good. We got some surface winds. Yeah, right around like 55 knots, or slightly below 55, so like 53 knots. Yeah, no, that lines up. That lines up with where she's at right now. So yeah, we're actually reporting those winds being pretty strong. Let's see here. How much rain is Orlando going to get? Good amount. Yeah, Orlando's going to see about, let's see here, 2 to 4. Not a whole lot. Obviously not like the areas that's going to be impacted directly. But yeah, Orlando's going to be indirectly impacted with around 2 to 4 inches of rain. Let's see here. So I'd drop in and say hi. Sounds good, Deborah. Good to have you here. What's my thoughts on the new cone? It's our brand new advisory. Well, they got tropical storm watches now in effect for coastal South Carolina and coastal Georgia. Yeah, look at that. New tropical storm watches are in effect out there. They really didn't change anything else. Yeah, look, tropical storm condition. Our winds are starting to get out there towards Tampa now. So that's your estimated tropical storm wind field there. And that's starting to get into Tampa. I'm not too far from that, actually. That's pretty close. But let's see here. Hurricane warnings in effect across the red. Tropical storm warnings across the blue. Pink is hurricane watches. And of course, the yellow, now that we see here, is, like I said, those are tropical storm watches in effect there. The pink is hurricane watches. I don't know if I said, I might have said tropical storm watches. No. Pink is hurricane watches. Yellow is tropical storm watches. And like I said, surges. Yeah, surges is going to be a bit of a problem here. Like I said, we got ourselves 6 to 10 foot of storm surge upon the Big Bend of Florida here. That's where the landfall is going to be taking place. That's a really good amount of rainfall. Or sorry, good amount of... that amount of rainfall will be pretty wild. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, 6 to 10 foot of storm surge is a lot too, which is a big problem. You know, that's where the water comes from the ocean and pushes inland. It's going to be a bit of an issue. Deborah says, I agree. I see that you're doing a very good job. Thank you. Well, I appreciate that, Deborah. Appreciate it. Let's see here. So, yeah, tabletop with the new update, I've noticed that. It looks like the odds of the storm going back out in the Atlantic is becoming more slim, which would be a good thing. See, the problem that we're kind of concerned about is the storm, maybe going out and then going out to sea and then maybe picking up some strength and then going back inland. That is kind of what the models were projecting, and that would be an issue because, well, like I said, it's going to have more time to pick up some stuff, like more intensity and all. Now, obviously, now it seems like the majority of the cone more than likely it's going to be kind of rubbing up against the coast and not having as much time in open water. Can I check correlation coefficient on the northern tornado warning? Yeah, I can do that real quickly. I'm going to have to use this one here because my other radar is broken for some reason. Let's see here. Pull up. Where is she at? I hardly use correlation, I hardly use this program for radar. Oh, that looks like a debris signature. Let's see here. Let me pull up velocity. Yep, that's a confirmed tornado out there, y'all, towards Limestone and Bridges. They have it radar indicated. 2 minutes left. What? Yeah, that's confirmed, y'all. Dude, what's wild is that's not terribly too far from me. 45 miles from me is where that's at. Oh, buddy. Yeah, well, there you go. She is. That's a confirmed tornado over Limestone. Goodness. Yeah, the south one doesn't really look like much right now. Oh, okay. All right, let's hop on back over here, y'all. We're gonna take a look at the spaghetti models. Let's see here. Yeah, and look at this. Even the latest spaghetti model run here looks like it's going to be less in the water once it gets to the Carolina coast and Georgia's coast. It looks like that the storm is going to be, not in water that long. And honestly, it's kind of interesting because some of the models are actually suggesting that the storm goes up, stalls, and then maybe turns to the west again. And in some models, like GFS, which is interesting, like I said, some models have it doing it again. That was pretty funny. Obviously, that's extremely unlikely of happening. But I just find it kind of funny that the latest GFS, which we'll go and look at real quickly, was kind of pulling a scenario like that. Like I said, GFS, you can see making landfall. This is for right around 8 o'clock in the morning on tomorrow morning. And of course, going inland, approaching the the southeastern coast right around the morning of the 7th, before turning back around, going through Georgia, going through Alabama, dipping to the south, back into the Gulf of Mexico, picking up some more strength before hitting it again out there in the Big Bend. So it's like, okay, that's interesting, GFS. That's an interesting take, but yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, honestly. That's like the only model that really shows that. Let's see, you're also new warning. Oh, okay. Rotation outside of the tornado warning looks north to be as ground as well. Interesting. Yeah, let me pull back up this. So obviously, yeah, there you go. There's your debris signature. They still have it radar indicated. They still have it radar indicated. They did not confirm it. Why are they not confirming that? See, south. Yeah, this one I don't see any debris on it. Debris signature. Oh, we got a warning north of Naples. Uh-oh. Let me try Miami quickly. Velocity. Okay. Yeah, radar coverage is a little iffy out here. I don't think it'll be better to do Key West, but we'll try. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, we got a tornado warning out there for Pelican Marsh, which is north of Naples. Yeah, I see that. There's a tornado warning just south of me. This is, like I said, about, I don't know, 40 miles or so, 35, 40 miles. Here, let me pull up where the edge of the polygon is from me. I'm like in Lakeland, so yeah, it's about 25 miles from me. 25 miles. So, oh, buddy. Let's go and hop back to Tampa. Oh my gosh, dude. Whoa. Where did that come from? Where did this circulation come from? Is that new? Am I just blind or? Oh, buddy. Yeah, that's a new area there. There's two circulations in that tornado warning. We might even get another one for areas up here if this thing continues to tighten up like it's doing right now. Obviously, that south one's on the ground. That's a confirmed tornado right there. Goodness. Here, let me bring up velocity again. Yeah, there's another circulation. That's over. That's just west of Fort Greene, in Fort Greene Springs. Yeah, that's a little concerning. Probably need another warning on that one. This one here is definitely rotating pretty good too. Let's see here. It's up, Legacy. Hope you're doing good. See, those 3 rotation signatures are kind of wild. They're definitely a little concerning. I will say that. We got another one to the south here that we're watching in that other tournament, Florida. Gus says you're my go-to weatherman. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, they still haven't confirmed that one. Tampa Weather Service still hasn't even confirmed it. And they just re-updated the warning, too, the radar indicated, which is surprising, honestly. I mean, it's pretty obvious there. Back on CC. Here, it's going to bring that back up again. Yeah, that dot there, y'all see, that's a debris signature. It looks like that's a rural area for the most part. Yeah, I only see a couple buildings here and there, like a small little house, maybe. See here. Stay safe, Andrew. Things are getting a little crazy. Yeah. Like I said, these guys, I'm getting a little concerned because this. Oh, buddy. Polk County now has a tornado warning. Southwestern Polk County is now in the tornado warning. Which, that's my county, y'all. Like I said, I'm in Lakeland. This is where I'm at. I'm up here. Right there. And this is right here. And that's a confirmed tornado. So, I'm pretty close to it. And these storms are going up north. So, all right, we got a new scan coming through. Let's see what this shows us. That's a little concerning. Oh, buddy. Yep. Look at that. Holy cow. Yeah, she's still on the ground. They stopped the radar over there. Yeah, so there's actually 2 circulations in that. The south circulation, this is the one with the confirmed tornado on it. Even though they still have a radar indicated threat, they need to update that quick. That's been on the ground for a couple minutes now. North of that, see, west of Fort Greene is where this other rotation's at there. Here comes velocity scan here. Yep. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. So y'all see that little dot there? For the people who don't know, that is a debris signature. So basically radar is scanned. So anything that can be like ripped up and sucked up by a tornado gets shown on radar, because radar sees it differently, because radar knows what a regular raindrop looks like. And when it sees something that doesn't look like a raindrop, it drops the value. And we have a big dropped value right under that rotation there. And so where you have rotation in a dropping value indicates that there's some, whatever is in the atmosphere is rotating, for one, but also the object size and its shape is obviously detected, and that's why that's showing that. Let's see here. Cade says, I'm in Lake Merriwen on tornado watch now. Yep, we are too. A lot of the peninsula got a tornado watch here. Let's go ahead and look at that real quickly. So we'll zoom out. So that this whole red area here, you see, this is the tornado watch. Matter of fact, I might even be able to pull up a better image for you guys. We'll go ahead and get the SPC involved in this. Yep. So there you go. So there's your tornado watch there. I mean, that's a big watch, dude. That covers a lot of the peninsula, even a little sliver of southwest Georgia. You'll see that. A couple counties down there in southwestern Georgia. I mean, yeah, this thing goes all the way down. Where did that thing? That's actually out there by the Everglades. Pretty much from the Everglades all the way up to Jacksonville. We've got a tornado watch in effect. So, by the way, just a little bit of a reminder for people who don't remember, tornado watch means that tornadoes are possible in the area. So if you're in the red, there's a possibility for some tornadoes as the environment supports it. And a tornado warning, which is those black and red flashing polygons, those are tornado warnings, basically saying that, hey, either A, there's a tornado getting ready to happen, or B, there's already a tornado happening. And so basically, yeah, you need to be in your shelters if you're in a tornado warning. Meanwhile, a tornado watch, you need to be on the lookout, and you need to be watching the weather closely. Okay, just want to get you all just to remember, or just to remind you all, if you didn't know. Obviously, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better you can be prepared, and the more better off you'll be. So that's why I want to go ahead and mention that with y'all, just letting y'all know. And like I said, we do have a tornado on the ground here, out here. This is whatever county south of Polk. Obviously, I know Polk County. I've lived here for a while. I'm not too familiar with the counties around me. I do know that this is Orange. I know Orlando's Orange County overall. I do know this county, but I just can't think of it at the top of my head. Let's see here. I'm a full-time Uber driver near Orlando, wondering if I should just stay home tonight. Orlando, obviously, we're not going to feel the tropical storm warning, or sorry, we're not going to feel the tropical storm effects. I don't know why I said warnings. Just ignore that. My brain's just processing a lot right now. But yeah, no, we're not going to feel the tropical storm force winds in Orlando. However, we are going to get some bands. We're going to get a good amount of rainfall, 2 to 4 inches out by Orlando, as well as, like I said, a couple of those bands could include tornadoes. That's what we need to be looking out for. So we'll definitely be watching that one for a little bit. Definitely be watching those areas for a while. Like I said, we'll do another live stream tonight, y'all. I'm not going to end yet, but we'll do another live stream for tonight. We'll keep y'all updated with. Is there a chance some of these tornadoes could be on the stronger side? Just curious. Generally speaking, the storms are expected to be in the low EF scale, but it's 2024. You never know. But no, honestly, the conditions in the atmosphere are supportive for lower end tornadoes, not necessarily the big ones. So, there's that. More likely from EF0 to EF2 scale is what we're going to be looking at. Tornado-wise, and tornadoes are not going to be that long-lived, not supposed to be that long-lived. They're supposed to be pretty brief, pretty weak tornado potential overall, but there's still enough to cause some problems, of course. Let's see here. But yeah. So, like I said, we have the 5% chance for tornadoes. That goes all the way from southern Georgia all the way down out there by Naples. So, yeah, Naples has that 5% chance. Yeah, this has been a really wild year for tornadoes. I can tell you that one. It's been pretty wild. I ain't gonna lie. By the way, North Naples, out there by Pelican Marsh, we have a tornado warning in effect here for the next 20 minutes. Just heads up. Southeast of Arcata, got another tornado warning for 4 minutes left. Velocity, yeah, we still got some really good rotation on that storm. Wouldn't be surprised if they extend it. But yeah, there you go. Some pretty good rotation on that storm there. North of that, let's see here. We got another tornado warning. This is west of Wauchula, I think it is. West of Bowling Green, west of Zolfo Springs, which this includes Vandala. I think that's Vandala. Fort Greene and Fort Greene Springs. And you can actually see there that there's that area of rotation. See, that 5% area is pretty big, almost like they left enough room for a 10% upgrade. Yeah, I don't know about all that. We'll see. But yeah, it looks like it's been pretty active, though. Tornado-wise, it's starting to really get a little more active. I still want to keep an eye on this little area here. It's weaker than it was before, but you never know. They could recycle. Yeah, that's what I'm a little concerned about. Is that these tornado potential, or sorry, these bands here carrying that tornado potential is going to start going north, and that's going to lead into my area soon. So Like I said, I'm in Lakeland here. This is where I'm at, and we got tornado warnings directly to our south, lining up. So could be a long day. Long day. Did I say NATO cast for tomorrow? I did not, and I'm scared to. NATO cast is something else, man. I'll tell you that. All right. Let's do a quick widespread tropical look real quickly. So like I said, we obviously have Debbie. Storm you can see over there. That's Debbie. Say hello to little Debbie. So little Debbie's going to be working northeast here. And we got another tropical wave that develops. You can kind of see it right there. Yeah, latest GFS doesn't really pick up on it, does it? Sure doesn't. Yeah, anything that far is in La La Land. Yeah. Yep. So that's not picking up on much. Let's see, Euro. Seems like that other storm is trending really far south. So we have another disturbance currently over here. It's supposed to go to the west overall, into the Caribbean further down in time. It seems like the track is trending south. So I don't know. We'll see. Had a band here, 70 mile an hour. Whoa, 70 mile an hour winds, 20 minutes. That was in West Palm Beach. Goodness. Are you kidding me? West Palm Beach? Dude, that's honestly wild. Here, let's zoom out here so you can actually see. Oh, yeah. Look at that. They re-extended that warning there. East of Arcata. This last night. Gotcha. Yep, there you go. There's a new tornado warning in effect here. Includes Joshua, Florida, and Gardner. Just east of Arcata. Includes some of the eastern outskirts, though, of Arcata. So if you're in Arcata, eastern side, very far east. I mean, you can see some of the town extends over here. That's where that's at. Let's see here. So, yeah, just make sure you know where you live on the map. That way you can kind of see for yourself what you're in for. Got another area of rotation over here. That north rotation died out, pretty much. I mean, yeah, that's hardly anything anymore. However, this one's still going a little bit. It's going northwest here. Should be good in Ona area. Bridges should be good as well. But, I mean, obviously, if you're into Polygon, still need to be in your shelter, of course. Yeah, Fort Greene Springs, Fort Greene. This is just to the west here overall. So just west of those areas is where that's going. It's heading towards... Oh, that's nice. A correctional institution. Perfect. Doesn't look like things are going to get corrected there. Yeah, make sure y'all are in your shelters out there. If you're somehow in the correction institution and watching this live stream, if you're somehow, then yeah, be in your shelter. Is there still a CC drop? Oh, let me look quickly. I'll pull up correlation coefficient. Yeah, she's still there. Pretty wild. I think it's been on the ground for a while now. Let's do the last 30 frames here. Probably more than enough. Here, let me we'll do 7 frames maybe. Yeah, look at that. Let's see, getting sucked up by a NATO might be easier. Hopefully this doesn't get trapped in the Gulf of Maine and get backtracked across Vermont. Definitely not looking forward to any more 100-year flooding this year. Yeah, that's something else. That far down in time, though, it's highly unknown. I mean, really don't know. What's differential reflectivity look like? Sue. If I can even find differential reflectivity. Like I said, I never really used this. There we go. I never really used this program on my own time. I always use GR. There you go. Oh, buddy. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting setup here. Nice little spiral. Let's try correlation coefficient again. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's still on the ground. She's been on the ground for a while there. So I'm guessing north of that polygon is debris fallout. All this over here? Let's see. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, very well could be. Because those upper level winds or mid-level winds are pretty quick movement right now. Which you can actually see if I pull up HRRR. You can see how that. So there's where I'm at. That's Lakeland. Let's see here. Sample. Hey, you can see that when we're like 40 knots or so. 40 knots. Oh, my program's broken. Well, it was nice while it worked. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh. Yeah, look at it. But yeah, you can really see where those lower level. Oh, I think my program's not liking my sample here. Uh-oh. There we go. Yep, it's a lot better. It just didn't like that very much. But yeah, so you can see there that those winds are, those lower level winds are increasing. That's increasing tornado probability. Team Kenny, Category 1 for 16 months, saying thanks for providing live coverage. You're very welcome, my friend. Very welcome. Thank you so much, Team Kenny. That's awesome. Appreciate your support. Appreciate it. Definitely helps me out a lot, you know. Helps with the fees and everything like that with these programs. So I appreciate your support, my friend. Seriously. Thank you for contributing to help us. Like I said, y'all help keep me going, for real. Like I said, y'all help keep everything paid and up and running, so I appreciate that. You guys make this possible. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, so still continuation today. They still have this thing at a radar indicated, even after multiple scans of a debris signature. It's unbelievable. Southeast of that, this one's radar indicated. No debris signature visible on that storm, but there is a pretty good couplet there, heading right towards Joshua, Florida. Pretty broad rotation out there. Look at that. Goodness. Let's see here. There's little bits of buffering in my stream in and out. Oh, really? Sorry. Yeah, being in a tropical storm doesn't really help too much. Let me look at my conditions outside. Yeah, I mean, you can see winds are starting to spike. You know, this is my weather station here, my mesonet, which I'll show you real quickly. Like, this is like legit. Oh. This is like a legit station. This is not like your little Accurite or whatever. No, this is my mesonet. Literally a photo I took. So you know, it's a good piece of equipment for sure. I use all this high tech stuff. My friend helped me build it a while ago. But yeah, so it's good. It's very reliable data. But yeah, you can see that that those winds are definitely picking up. We're right around like 7-8 mile an hour winds there. Yesterday we had a gust nearly 10 miles an hour from one of those storms that rolled through. Let's see, NWS needs to pick up the pace. Yeah, I agree. That tornado's been on the ground for what, probably 20 minutes now, and it's still, I don't know. Anyways, let's see here. Icon has hurricane hitting Moorhead City at 956 millibars. Yeah, that's an outcast, though. Not all the models talk about that. How much that measurement cost? It cost me a little over $3,000 to complete. It took me a lot, $3,000 and a good amount of time, blood, sweat, and tears. It was quite a thing to build, I'll tell you that. I'm just happy she's up for hurricane season. Sucks that there's no cams out there. You know what? I'm gonna spoil a little bit. Actually, I don't know if I have this or not. Here, let me put this down for a second, y'all. Let's see if I can look some cameras real quickly. Give me 1 second. 1 second. If I can even find it. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you know what, y'all? That camera site is broken. It's not working. Holy cow, Christy! Dude, no way, man. Christy's coming in with a $50 donation here on Super Chat. Are you serious? Christy, that is incredibly sweet of you. Holy cow. Thank you so much, Christy. Dude, that really caught me off guard. I ain't gonna lie, Christy. Thank you so much. That is very nice of you. That is, like, super, super sweet. Man, that brings a big smile to my face. Thank you so much, Christy. You know, that'll help out a bunch. It really will. So, from the bottom of my heart, Christy, thank you. Seriously. Y'all, I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Here's the latest look at the surges, y'all. 6 to 10 foot out there towards the Big Bend. Pretty good amount of surging expected out here. 3 to 5 out there from Tampa Bay. Actually, yeah, all the way from Tampa Bay up there towards Yankeetown. We are expecting a good amount. 3 to 5 foot above sea level. Still quite a bit of surges out there. 2 to 4 as of right now for central and southern Carolina coast, also coastal Georgia, all of the coast. So, anyways, that's that. Once again, though, Christy, that's very sweet of you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, winds are, they're not super, super strong right now where I'm at, but I have a feeling they're going to pick up later on today. Hopefully, I wish my radar would actually not be broken. That would be pretty nice. Here, let's change radars real quickly. We're going to hop on back here. No problem. I thought it was funny. You put the camera down right as I did it. Yeah. Yeah, then I pulled the camera back up, and I'm like, whoa, that caught me off guard. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's new radar data here. This is officially fixed. Apparently just needed a reboot. I probably had it online for so long, it just gave out on me. Let's see. Okay, that's about to run out of the polygon. Let me check on CC here. Okay, looks like the debris signature's gone now, y'all. That is probably fallout from previous scans, more than likely. East of Arcata, got another tornado warning in effect here. Yeah, we got some rotation in her, though. And she's still rotating pretty good. But I don't see any CC drop on that one as of right now. Special weather statement for the thunderstorm. The county below me. First round of rain today. Let's see. Return rain today might. Hopefully it doesn't die out. Yeah. See, Lee says, very underrated weather channel. I think you're one of the best out there. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. Amy, coming to the $5 super chat. Amy, thank you so much. That is really sweet of you. Saying I'm not in the path, but you're the only one covering this, so thank you. Genuine intentions matter. I appreciate that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably not the only person covering this, but I want to be here for a little bit with y'all to cover this. But thank you, Amy. That's really sweet of you. Seriously, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. I really appreciate it, though. Thank you so much, Amy. You rock. Let's see here. Oh, we got a new GFS model run coming out here. This is going to be interesting. I wonder if GFS is going to have the old switcheroo again. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, the last GFS run, if you guys are just tuning in here, this is a weather model, by the way. Last GFS model run showed it hitting the Big Bend of Florida, right? And then it goes out, kind of, they're just off the, the southeast coast in the Atlantic. Then it turns, literally does basically a 180 there, you can see. It just does a 180, turns right back around. And then it does like a 90-degree turn and then goes south. And then it does it again. It rolls right back over the Big Bend of Florida, lower 990 millibar zone. And then it just kind of says, all right, I'm done now. See you later. But it's like, let's do it again. Anyways, so yeah, I'm curious to see what the new GFS run is going to show us. It's going to be pretty interesting to see that. But yeah, that's wild, dude. That is wild. See, it'll be a crazy path if it happens. Yeah, for real. For real. Look at that, y'all. They just canceled the tornado warning there. The one that was confirmed, the one that's northwest of Fort Greene, it's no longer in effect here, so we're good. I still want to keep an eye on these two areas, though. One out there by Keysville, and the one northwest of Fort Greene. As of right now, it's not really as much of an issue anymore. But this one down here is our main problem now. South of Gardner, Florida, east of Arcata, is where this is at. I got that rotation out there. No debris signature as of right now. It's not confirmed. Oh, got reports of flooding in Cape Coral. Michael Fraser reported flooding. Roadway flooded. So that 1541 UTC. It is now 1545 UTC. So yeah, it's new. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay. Okay, we're good. Sorry, I had to check something real quickly. I didn't want to show on stream. Anyways, yeah, back to radar here though. But yeah, there's flooding reports coming through. Let's see if a tornado warning isn't confirmed. Do they still send damage assessment? No, they do not. The only time they send out surveyors is whenever there's a confirmed tornado, either by radar or by personnel that report it. See, I think the storm is sleeping. It's exactly like the other day, less activities than our afternoon showers. Yeah, I mean, we got more tornadic activity, though. I mean, she's definitely, causing some issues with tornadoes. But, like, severity-wise, I mean, towards the coast, obviously, yeah, we're getting hit pretty good. Those estimated tropical storm winds out there do include Tampa. Let me actually bring that up real quickly. So our estimated wind field right now, this is the wind history, actually. Let me pull up the current. There you go, surface wind. So yeah, that's where the estimated tropical storm winds are at there in the yellow. So you can obviously see that starting to impact. Sorry, my hand's so shaky, y'all. I'm really far zoomed in here. Yeah, so that's Tampa there. That's Tampa, and obviously you can see that tropical storm estimated wind fields around it. Of course, we got our hurricane warnings in effect across the Big Bend of Florida. Tropical storm warnings in effect across the dark blue, going all the way down. They actually just canceled those for the Keys. The Dry Tortugas has still a tropical storm warning in effect, all the way down from the the Everglades, all the way up towards the Big Bend of Florida here. This is all tropical storm warnings. These little pink areas here, these are hurricane watches. And of course, up here towards central and southern South Carolina's coast, as well as all of Georgia's coast. So this whole yellow stretch here, this is a tropical storm watch. Saying tropical storm conditions are possible with time. So just letting you all know. Let's see here. Do these storms affect our sea breeze and daily showers? Yeah, so obviously the winds going northwest in this case are going to prevent the western sea breeze from happening. Tropical cyclones, they don't, plus all the cloud cover, so sea breezes happen because of the uneven heating of the surface or the land, which creates like a vacuum almost. So basically, the surface heats up, it causes air to rise, and then you have the higher pressure air trying to fill in that void, which creates a long line of a sea breeze, just air pulling in, which kicks up some dust, and then you can see it on radar. Now, with tropical cyclones, the winds are obviously going, in this case, northwest, which is and also a lot of cloud cover, overcast skies, which is preventing the surface from heating up as much. Typically around this time here, it would be like pretty hot, right around 90 degrees or so, typically around this time. And you can actually see the red line. That's my temperature I recorded here in Lakeland. Our temperature's been going up. Actually, it's starting to drop a little bit. So our sea breezes don't really happen in these conditions here, due to lack of we call it diurnal heating, basically daylight heating. Anyways, but yeah, hopefully you learned something with that. Oh, got a severe thunderstorm warning heading towards Orlando. Interesting. It's a new progression. Let's see what's going on here. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. There's no tornado possible tag. Oh, there you go. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Once this tornado warning is expired, guys, we're going to head off. We've been live almost in, was it an hour and a half? Or actually, we've been live over an hour and a half. About an hour and 40 minutes I've been on my YouTube Shorts live stream. My battery's running low too, so we're probably going to head off here soon, y'all. Yeah, whenever this tornado warning expires, which it has until, let's see. Am I blind? I can't see where. When does this expire? Here, let me just pull up this. It'll be a lot easier. 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, so we'll head off here in about 10 minutes, y'all. We're going to head off at noon. That works out good. So we'll head off at noon, y'all, and then we'll come back on later this evening, probably around like sunset, so we can start coverage of the storm. Let's see. Team Kenny says, "Will I come back live horizontal later?" Oh, I know what you mean by that. Yes. Yeah, we'll be live. We'll be live horizontal. Absolutely. Yeah, this is just me laying in my bed on my laptop, just doing some live coverage with you. This is the most cozy way of doing it, so. It's one of those mornings where it's just like you don't want to get out of bed, but you got to do something. So I just kind of hopped on here for a little bit. But yeah, we'll go on later on this evening. Let's see here. But you're making the workday pass quicker. True. Do I think North Carolina will be a strong hurricane? Way it's looking now, I doubt it. Tabletop, honestly, I don't think so. I mean, we'll see. It can't be ruled out completely, but it seems like models are trending in favor of basically the storm. We bring up the cone here for y'all. Basically, the storm just kind of remaining close to the coast. Obviously, beforehand we were concerned about this thing going out and then doing something like this. Now it seems more likely that the storm's just going to kind of hug the coast and maybe do something up north. It's hard to tell. Christy, I love confusion. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, your live confusion. I was about to say. All right, we'll do one quick look at the surges real quickly, y'all. So here's the surge map. Like I said, at the point of landfall, we're expecting around 6 to 10 foot of storm surge out there. That's a pretty hefty amount of surges. So basically, like I was mentioning beforehand, let me show you an example of what surging is. For this case, we'll use the HWRF model run here. We'll pull up our winds at the surface. So you can see that in this case, as we approach landfall here, you can actually see how those winds, they're coming at the coast here. So whenever you have these winds blowing against the coast, this is going to push water at the coastline. So obviously, you know, if the winds are coming directly at the beach, that's going to push all that water inland, because winds actually create waves, or partially help create waves. Obviously, you know, tidal forces and stuff can create them too. But you know, based off of you know, the winds, though, yeah, those winds are going to push that water. Make bigger waves. It's going to push all that water inland. And, you know, like I said, we're going to be, I was going to get rid of my pen here. But we're going to be, you know, 6 to 10 foot above sea level, which that's a big problem. Now, out there by Tampa Bay, 3 to 5 foot overall. Between Charlotte Harbor and Tampa Bay, 2 to 4 foot out there. Tampa Bay, though, itself, we're talking 3 to 5 foot of storm surge overall. And then, of course, rainfall potential. This is just absolutely disgusting. But, yeah, we're expecting southern South Carolina and, like, Savannah, Georgia. We are going to, you know, see 20 to 30 inches of rain, which is ridiculous. Areas of landfall out there in the Big Bend is going to see still a good amount, 12 to 16 inches of rain out there. See, it's so crazy how many of us obviously don't know each other, but his little community has formed. Yeah. Yeah, our community's gotten pretty big size. I ain't gonna lie. 27,000 subscribers is wild. And obviously I can't thank y'all more than enough for being here. Yeah, it's amazing. I love every single one of you guys. And anything I can do to help y'all out. So, yeah, rainfall-wise, Orlando, 2 to 4 inches. Miami, 1 to 2. Jacksonville, pretty good amount, 8 to 12. Tallahassee, 6 to 8. Landfall point, we're expecting 12 to 16. Savannah, Georgia, 20 to 30 inches of rainfall. Charleston, South Carolina, still pretty hefty, 16 to 20 inches. Augusta, Georgia, 6 to 8 inches overall. Wilmington, North Carolina, 8 to 12 inches of rain is expected. So that's Atlanta, 1 to 2. Charlotte, North Carolina, 2 to 4. Raleigh is on the boundary between 2 to 4 and 4 to 6. So we'll just say like 3 to 5. That's a smart way of doing it. Let's see here. Florida weather says, thank you for the information and coverage you give us too. No problem. Ashes says maybe if we throw away some little Debbie snacks at it, it'll go away. Yeah, I mean, maybe. It seems like Debbie's going further away, though. Somebody in Tampa Bay must be throwing some little Debbie snacks at it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, if we look at the previous frames here, we'll go back like 50 frames or so. It looks like that the core, you can actually see it. It looks like it's moving a little more northwest. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, like that. Definitely interesting. It looks like it's going more further west here. Oh, what's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, we're going to head off here in about 3 minutes, y'all. Like I said, we're heading off at 12. So we've been live over 100 minutes. It goes off minutes, not hours on my phone. So what is that? So I know 90 minutes is an hour. Okay, so yeah, an hour and 43 minutes we've been live. Pretty good amount of time. Goodness, I didn't realize we were live that long. Holy cow. Yeah, I've been holding my phone for an hour and 40 minutes, so it builds some muscles, I guess. Let's see. There's your wind history once again. So the yellow, that's showing tropical storm force winds. And obviously, we're starting to get those tropical storm force winds out there by Tampa Bay now. Let's go and pull up some MEDAR data. So these are the weather stations here. St. Pete, 25 sustained. North of St. Pete, by Feather Sound, 15 miles an hour. Central Tampa, 24 gusts. 26 gusts, West Tampa. Let's see, what about me? Lakeland, 22 gusting at the airport. This is fun fact, this is actually where the hurricane hunters launched from. I live in Lakeland, and the Hurricane Hunters launch from right here, which is pretty cool. So I live right next to the Hurricane Hunters. Auburndale, I used to live here too. 31 mile an hour wind gusts. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. Nothing too wild, but it's definitely interesting. I found a tornado vortex signature near Melbourne. You saw some rotation? Where? Melbourne, you said? I know we got one there. Towards Garden. Oh yeah, look at that. Naples now has a special marine warning here. Water spouts and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. You're welcome, Scott. No problem. See, Tampa has been able to avoid being hit by a major hurricane for such a long time. Maybe many people from the area give credit to Native American. Yeah. Well, I mean, Ian, wasn't it Ian? Yeah, Ian hit south of Tampa. I think Ian hit Cape Coral, right? And then kind of went like this, kind of, I think. But yeah, knowing you, Christy, you probably just jinxed this now, and we're probably going to get a big storm over here, so. Nah, this one ain't really that bad. For the people who've been through hurricanes and tropical storms out here, or at least where I'm at right now, towards Tampa Bay, this is not really that bad of a storm. For the Eastern Panhandle, big into Florida there, out there, yeah, it's still going to be a pretty strong storm. And like I said, I even mentioned this in the beginning of the live stream, y'all. Don't be surprised if this storm hits lower Cat 2. Don't be surprised. Seriously. The rate that it's strengthening, as well as the the models and everything like that, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if we did reach low-end Cat 2. Upper Cat 1 is already forecasted. Mid-upper level Cat 1 is already forecasted. And like I said, we the last update from 8 a.m. this morning to 8 a.m. this morning to 11 a.m., the central pressure went from 1,002 millibars now down to 1,001 millibars, now down to 992, which is a huge leap in 3 hours. And like I said, she's in some prime conditions right now. She's in some prime conditions right now, so it's like, yeah, a little interesting. All right, y'all, it's 12 o'clock. We're going to head off here for now. We'll be back live later this evening. So we'll be back live on our horror stream. People are calling. So our horizontal live stream will be back later on. Hope to see you guys there once again. Thank you so much, Christy, coming in with a big support. I deeply appreciate it. That is super sweet of you. Also, you, Amy, as well. Thank you, Amy, for your support. So, yeah, big shout out goes to Christy. Amy, you as well. Thank you so much. And everybody else for joining us. Thank you, Team Kenny, as well, for renewing your membership. Greatly appreciated. And like I said, y'all help keep this, possible. Be sure to like I said, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It'd be much appreciated, y'all. Like I said, I deeply appreciate it. And that way you guys will stay weather aware as well. So, once again, thanks for joining, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you later on. See you later, guys. Catch y'all in the next one.